A volunteer firefighter is now recovering after a close call with fentanyl. The department's chief says it was unlike any call he's ever taken before. Today, Chief Kenny Ping is speaking out about the emergency response in Seminole, Alabama. He says the patient would have died without the help of first responders who were exposed to dangerous drugs. Tanner Stewart is live to explain why the chief says this call was much more personal than any other. Tanner?
Good evening, Bob. Kenny Ping is one of the founding members of the Seminole Volunteer Fire Rescue, but he's far from the only member of his family in this department, as this latest issue involving his assistant chief happens to be his daughter. Longtime Seminole, Alabama volunteer fire chief Kenny Ping says he's grateful his daughter's still alive today after a potentially fatal exposure to fentanyl over the weekend. Ping's daughter, Julia Shake, is the assistant fire chief in Seminole. After responding to what was believed to be a cardiac arrest at a mobile home on Highway 90 near Boggy Lane Saturday, Ping tells me it was a drug overdose. I'm told one dose of Narcan didn't work properly, so his daughter stepped in to administer a second dose inside the enclosed mobile home. Soon after, Ping says his daughter's knees went weak, her heart rate visibly high, and she collapsed.
You don't know what they're going to do whenever that Narcan hits them and they come up. You don't know what they're going to belch out or do, because here they are in a state of nothingness, and then they come together all of a sudden. They don't know where they're at.
I'm told crews arrived to transport the initial patient. Kenny Ping says they were forced to wait for an ambulance to transport his assistant chief. While in wait, Schick was given a bag of fluids and Narcan by her own crews. She was eventually rushed to HCA Florida West Hospital via ambulance and later released. Ping acknowledged that while more manpower is needed for EMS transport, he says the bigger problem is the growing drug crisis running rampant throughout his jurisdiction.
Of course, cops can't do nothing. It's, hey, send him to the hospital. He was back to Seminole the next day, and they'll do it again. They'll do it again. There's no end to it.
Kenny Ping admitted that they could certainly use some more help when it comes to EMS transport vehicles, saying that the staffing certainly needs to ramp up however it can, but he said as long as this drug crisis continues to increase, no matter how many transport vehicles you have, you can expect those wait times to be longer. Reporting live tonight just outside of WEAR studios, I'm Tanner Stewart.